Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to True Telos Trading. Today is September 4th, 2025. We had an A quality stock pop up today, and we are red on that stock today. This is the biggest loss that we've taken on this account so far. We made a mistake. We didn't follow our trading rules, and our account has suffered dearly for it. Let's go ahead and get into that trade. The stock that we traded this morning, the ticker was PPBT. Again, today is September 4th, 2025. The stock had breaking news this morning. This will be a 3. The stock's float was below 10 million shares. This would be a 2. It was trading above the 200 MA, the daily 200 MA. This would be a 2. It had a gain of about 60%. This will be a 1. It was below $10. Let me check the price in which I bought it at. It was $2.33 when I bought it this morning. This will be a 1. And it was the number 3 stock when I traded it. This will be a 1. It did not reach all-time highs. This will be a 0. We add all these together. This will give us a score of 8. And according to our True Telos Trading grading scale, a score of 8 makes this an A quality trade. So again, just like I said in the intro, this we are red big on this stock, not because of the stock itself, but because of how we traded it, and we're going to get into that when we get into the chart. So let's go ahead and get into the chart to see how we traded it and why we are red today. This is our stock that we traded today, PPBT. As you saw, it made a high here of $2.57 on the day. I noticed it when it popped up right over here in this area. I had this high of day marked off at first. This high of day was $2.10. And I had the, actually, I didn't get a chance to mark off the next resistance point because right here was when I was looking up the news and putting it into my True Telos Trading grading scale. So it popped up here and made this high at $2.57. The next resistance point was pretty close there at that $2.76. So what I did, it made this small 2-minute pullback here. I saw here that the MACD was positive on the 1 minute and positive on the 5 minute before I was making this trade, along with the 9 moving average and the 20 on both the 5 and the 1 minute. So I was looking for this this retest of this high. I used the strategy that I explained yesterday. Was it breaking high of day strategy as prices coming up off of good volume as we look down here. You can't really see the volume candles, but you can read the volume up here. It moved off of pretty decent volume, about 65,000 shares. I was purchased shares in this area as it was coming back up. Let's see what time I did that at. At about 6:12 a.m., I bought shares. I bought a full position. I filled at $2.33 at 6:12. So about $2.33 right here at the top of this, at the very top. So right close to here, 33. So I filled up here. I was able to buy 1,256 shares of this stock. This trade did make me a little bit nervous. It was just the sheer share amount just had me a little bit nervous. So like if I get nervous and I trade, I have to get up and pace a little bit. It's something that is a big detriment. That's something that I have to try to control. I got up and I walked for a second, and in that walk, price spiked up here at this 242. I don't know if I would have sold here if I was actually sitting down. When I got back, it was coming back down from that 242. I was hoping for that move up to that high of day, but we didn't quite get that. After price started coming back down and I saw MACD curling over, that is an exit indicator for me to get out of the trade, because I know when MACD crosses, that's when the trade goes negative and the sentiment is no longer toward the upside. It's more toward the downside. But I held even when I saw MACD coming back down from this trade, because it wasn't hopes, and that's the second mistake. Hoping instead of going off of what you see and following your trading strategy, hope that it would come back up to that higher day, because I have seen at times where it will MACD will test the negative cross before it resumes a little bit higher. We've had a lot of good movement on stocks here recently, so I was hoping that this was going to be one of them. Again, like I said, hope. And hope is not something that we do when we are trading. We have to stick by our rules. Otherwise, we make mistakes, and it can be a big one like the one we made today. So I bought the shares at $2.33. MACD was definitely about to cross. I was able to get out of the position, selling everything for $2. So I lost 33 cents a share off of 1,256. That put me down today an astounding 414.9 cents. It's the biggest loss that we've taken on the account uh like ever in a off of one trade. And this is something that I have to change. I can't take losses like this on the account and expect to bounce back from them within a good amount of time. This is the beginning of the month, and we are already down a considerable amount on the account. So something does have to change. One of my viewers had told me yesterday, or had informed me that going full size on one particular trade probably wouldn't be the best course of action. And by my metrics, that's one thing that has gotten me uh, the best profit over these last few months. But looking back at all of my metrics, there was a time before I had my scale where two trades a day was the best course of action, because if one went wrong, I always could come back and do the exact same thing. Now, since I do have this scale, it lets me. This is my edge, so this is something I may have to perfect. I may have to expand and do more than one trade a day, as well as using this scale and only trading stocks that are maybe a higher than A. Maybe I only go stocks that are A plus or S quality. I've never had the S quality, by the way. This is something that we will continue to look at. But like I said, we cannot have days like this where if we don't follow our trading rules and we do take a loss in the account, then the loss is substantial. So when we get back on here next time, there's going to be a change that has to be made. So I will, as a matter of fact, because 400 is a big hit to the account. We're going to start trading at half size until we come back up at least half of what we've already lost this week. And if I'll go ahead and do those calculations. So I know yesterday was a good day, but today was not. So we're going to have to come back up about 207 before we go back full size, and we're going to have to make a few changes on how we are trading to protect our capital and to maximize risk management. Thank you all for listening, and this is True Telos Trading. Taking losses like these, it is kind of hard to manage emotions. Like during the trade, I wasn't really looking at the amount. I was looking at MACD. I was looking at just looking at the chart, and I was thinking, I was like, yeah, like this is a time that I should definitely get out. But I'm like, no, I should definitely hold a little bit, just to see if it retraces, because the last few times that I have taken profit, or I have exited out of the trade, it has resumed a little bit higher. So I was hoping that was happening today. And remember, that hope is what definitely keeps us negative when we are trading. We have to abide by the rules that we make for ourselves and the rules of the market that we make for ourselves. And if we don't, this is what happens. We tend to make these huge mistakes, and it costs us dearly. So just remember, we have to stick to our strategies. Remember, we have to be disciplined in doing that, no matter if the market gives us or takes away. Something that we always have to do. If you enjoyed this content, please don't be afraid to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. As always, I am an open book. Welcome to True Tellers Trading, and we're going to keep this going through the red and the green. We want to be successful in it, so we can't give up on it. Let's keep it going. I'll see you next time.